Heyo! Hey, Omni Dogs and Omni Kittens. It's Omni Dog here from Omni Dog's Vault, and I have a haul video. Last time I did a haul, I split it up into two parts. But I'm going to do this one in just one hunk, so it may be kind of a long video. You may want to drop in and out, whatever. But I'm just going to make this one long one. And if you like that format better than cutting it up into two, let me know in the comments. Or if you'd rather have it broken up into two, let me know in the comments. Also, if I show anything that you want an overview of, some of these omnibuses, let me know that too, and I'd be happy to do an overview. We'll start with books, because I got books, vinyl, pops, statues, and some gift floppies, so I got a lot to show. We can start out with a couple of books, and then I'll show you some vinyl. One of the big things I got, Hickvengers 2, which I am reading. Very nice book. Been right in time for my Hickvengers readathon, so I'm excited to get this. Just assume that I'm excited to get everything, because I'm going to say that all the time. I'm excited, because I am excited. I love comic books. I love pop culture stuff. Star Wars Book 3, and by buying this, I'm just guaranteed that there's going to be an omnibus coming out, because now I have 3 hardcovers, and I'm quite sure there's going to be an omnibus coming out now because of that. One of my all-time favorite books now. Somebody asked me to make a top 10 of my all-time favorite comics. This may be in it. All New Wolverine, Volume 6. I will upgrade to an omnibus for this book if they decide to do it, which they should. Super fun. I did a review on it already. I just can't even tell you how fun this book is. I did a review on this book. Thanos. Thanos Wins. Great book. Great book. Betty and Veronica by Adam Hughes. Let's take a look at some of the artwork in here. Anytime you've got Adam Hughes drawing an actual comic book, it's a big deal. So I haven't read it yet. It is part of what I'm going to read for the rest of the summer after I get done with my Hickman readathon. But this is kind of a coup, I think, to get Adam Hughes to draw a whole comic book. They must have backed up the truck of money for this. I don't know. Whatever they had to do, good for you, Archie Comics. I got to get the Mark Waid stuff of Archie and start reading it. Because I heard it's great. Let's see. I got Superwoman Volume 3. That finishes out the run, sadly. I like Superwoman a lot, but it got canceled after 18 issues, so there's 3 trades. Let's see. 2 books that I'm going to review. Wait a minute. I grabbed the wrong ones. Oh, no. Oh, this is my, sorry, this is my review pile that I have to review. Okay, Jess, get a grip. Abe Sapien, The Drowning. They put these out fast and furious, and I'm really happy with these. What a nice book. Abe Sapien. Here's Ice Cream Man, a horror anthology from Image, and I've heard nothing but great things about this. This is on my summer read list after my Hickathon, but it's an anthology of horror stories, which really appeals to me. It looks like it has lots of good artwork, lots of good writing, good authors and things like that. So I'm excited. Sorry. I got Volume 2, and I already had Volume 1 of Mother Panic. Volume 1 was great, so I'm looking forward to Volume 2. Maddie from Near Mint Condition loves this book, so I got it on her recommendation. Heavy Vinyl. It's about kids working in a record store. Let's see. Trying to form a band. Blah, blah, blah. It has to do with music and such. So, I'm a huge music fan, obviously. Speaking of music, let's take a look at some of the colored vinyl I picked up. Now, as you can tell, I'm a Rugrats fan. I got a Reptar shirt on. Reptar is really the only dinosaur I like. But it didn't stop me from getting Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, I believe is the latest one. I've never seen a Jurassic Park movie because I don't particularly care for dinosaurs. But I do love the music, and this is a really cool piece of colored vinyl. Let's see, I need to put these somewhere carefully that they don't get stepped on. I'm putting them right in the way of where I'm going to walk, so they will get stepped on. The next one is ambient music that I got, perfect for listening to while reading comic books too. 1,000 Foot Whale Claw. I had never heard of this group before, but I listened to some of it online, and when this became available, I said okay. So it's 2 different colors. Pretty cool. I'm looking forward to it. I say that too much. Sorry. I'll get better. I'll get my vocabulary going. I'll get a thesaurus. I'm hyped to listen to this. This is the Luke Cage Season 2 soundtrack. The first one was great. So I'm stoked for that. And it might be hard to see this. This is a dark, smoky yellow color. Oh, there, you can see it okay. Yeah. And then I was kind of a sucker for getting this next one because it's a single and it's just the promotional music, but I love the music to the game, and that is the first game, and that is Last of Us, and this is Last of Us Part 2, and it's just a single, so it's just a little snippet of music, and I'm kind of dumb for doing that. I mean, I should have just waited for the soundtrack, but it was a chance for me to listen to Last of Us Part 2, so that's okay. It didn't cost very much. Now let's do a couple of shout-outs. We'll do the shout-out segment. I got a mystery package today in the mail from somebody from St. Louis that just put Pharaoh Lad on as the return name. Pharaoh Lad was a superhero, teenage superhero with Legion of Superheroes back in the 60s. And they sent me this, the Ghost of Pharaoh Lad. Pharaoh Lad gave his life to save the universe from the Sun Eater. And in this issue, the Ghost of Pharaoh Lad returns. This was my favorite comic as a kid. And it means so much to me, Pharaoh Lad, that you sent this to me. You're a mystery man or woman. I don't know who you are, but I thank you so much for this because I'm going to display this. I sold all my floppies from the 60s already, and I sort of regretted selling this, but this is going to go in the spinner rack where it deserves to go. That was a super nice gesture, Pharaoh Lad. Whoever you are, I genuinely appreciate it. And Felipe Sarmiento sent me out of the blue a really cool Harley Quinn cover by Frank Cho. I'm seeing him in Baltimore Comic-Con at the end of September, which is coming up pretty soon. And I'm going to get him to sign this, and I'm going to frame it. So thank you, Felipe. This was really, really cool. Shout-out portion. Shout-out to Bon Idlehouse for recommending this book to me, Eartha. Bon is great at thinking outside of the envelope and getting interesting and out-of-the-ordinary books. This is an oddly shaped but really interestingly drawn book. So I will look forward to reading this, he said for the 90th time. So thank you, Bon. And another shout-out. Let's see. This book is Volume 2 of Kabuki Library. Hard to find. Raleigh Smith found it for me in Houston. Raleigh, thank you very much. Paid only cover price for it. This thing is up there. $200 or $300 on the third party. Thank you, Raleigh. He dropped everything, drove to a Houston comic shop and picked it up for me and sent it to me packaged like a chief. Thank you so much. That brings me to the even harder to find Kabuki Volume 3. This is super pricey. It's crazy pricey. Gabe of Gabe Infinity Watch, one of my co-hosts on Omnibros, live streamed his going up to David Mack at his table in San Diego and asking for this, and even David Mack doesn't have any copies of this anymore. Raf Cevallos found it for me somewhere out in the wild. Raf, thank you so much. That was a huge kindness for you to do that for me, to find it, sell it to me for cover price. That just, all you guys that help me out, I can't tell you what it means to me. It makes me feel so happy to know there's so many people out there that are so kind-hearted. Well, thank you so much. I genuinely appreciate it. And we can go back to books real quick. Baby Teeth Volume 2. Now I need to find Volume 1, which is somewhere in the stacks. Milk Wars. What a crazy concept, but I absolutely had to. I have no idea what's going on in this book, but I had to get it because it just sounded so crazy with the Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman in Milk Wars from the Young Animal line. That just sounds crazy. I now have 4 volumes of Rumble. Here's Volume 4. That is also on the summer read list. I got Volume 2 and 3 of New Superman. This is a good rebirth book. I really like it. The Chinese Justice League Superman kind of thing. I like it. Really out of the box thinking, outside the envelope. I genuinely enjoyed it. And I love the Hanna-Barbera universe. So I got the Jetsons. Let's take a look at some of the interior art for the Jetsons. Hey, it's pretty good. I'll be interested in how they... who's this written by? Oh, Jimmy Palmiotti, one of my guys. I love that guy. So I know it's going to be good. I love his writing. So that's the Jetsons. One of my new faves, Dr. Aphra, Volume 3, called Remastered. The Continuing Adventures of Dr. Aphra. One of the best things that came out of the Darth Vader Omnibus series. I will say it was the best thing. Hardcover copy, Insects, Year 1. If you're not reading Insects, you really need to. This is written by Marguerite Bennett. Some of it is not safe for work to show. The artwork is magnificent. Can't show you that one. The art is magnificent. The writing is fantastic. So Insects is great. I've already reviewed it. If you want to look for a review of it on my channel. That's kind of gory. It's definitely got some not safe for work art in it, and some concepts. But one of my fave books of last year was Insects, and this is a nice copy from Aftershock. I'm going to be reviewing this series coming up probably a little bit later today. Beauty, Volumes 3 and 4. You get beautiful through a sexually transmitted disease. But what does that mean long term? Interesting. So I'm going to review that. Probably right as soon as I get done doing this. Flash, Silver Age, Volume 3. 3? 3. Yep. Love the Flash, Silver Age stuff. And we'll take a break. This is a root beer review. Frost Top. Take a break and have a slug of Frost Top. Just a slug, not the whole bottle. Nice. And let's look at a statue I got. The new Gotham City Garage line. There's Supergirl. Let me do a better job. Let me bring her up close here. Supergirl. I have Wonder Woman. And I don't have Batgirl, but I have Wonder Woman and Harley Quinn already. So here's what she looks like. Supergirl's holding up an engine block. Her tattoo is specially designed. I don't know how they got a tattoo on Supergirl, but this is a quality statue. And the Gotham City Garage line of statues is really cool. Let me be careful and set this back up. No, you're not going to see a disaster. I know people think that I'm clumsy. Oh, and I kind of am because I can't get it to fit back in there. Come on, sweetie. There you go. So yeah, Gotham City Garage. Ooh, that Frost Top tasted good. They have a Batgirl coming out, Gotham City Garage statues, but I think I'm out of room. I genuinely like it, but I think I'm out of room. Curse Words, Volume 3. Donny Cates, Charles Sewell. Donny Cates wrote Baby Teeth. Curse Words, this is supposed to be excellent. It's part of the thin trade paperback summer that I'm having, where I'm going to burn through a bunch of thin trade paperbacks while I'm reading Hickathon. Star Wars Captain Phasma. Interested in reading more about her. And one of my favorite creators ever, Evan Dorkin. Dork. This is going to contain, I bet it contains Murder Family. And let's see what it contains. Yeah, there's the Murder Family. The Murder Family. He is a hilarious writer. And I love his art. Oh, there's Milk and Cheese making an appearance too. He had a comic called Dork where it was just a bunch of crazy stuff, including the Murder Family. I love Evan Dorkin. He's just I just think he's so talented and so interesting. I really just enjoy all his books. Supergirl Volume 4 by Peter David. Solid run. And Archer and Armstrong. The Valiant craze continues in my house. I think Archer and Armstrong are funny and it's well written. Who's it written by? Rafer Roberts, Fred Van Lente. Okay. And I know it has decent art, really good art. So I still like Valiant books, so I'm still collecting them. Speaking of Valiant, here's Volume 2 of Quantum and Woody Deluxe Edition. And because I bought it, Volume 4, now I have the 2 hardcovers, Volume 3 and 4, so now they're going to make an omnibus of Ms. Marvel. I just know it. Love Kamala Khan, and I need to read Volumes 3 and 4. That's thin enough that I think it qualifies for me to read it this summer in between my Hickathon stuff. Here's an interesting book that was recommended to me by some European viewers. Peter Pan. It's a little bit of a retelling of the Peter Pan story. Let's see if this is safe to show. Yeah, it's very European. And it's a retelling of some of the stuff that happens. Let's see how it's described. A trip to Wonderland doesn't offer some innocent alternative. The pirates, the sirens, the Red Indians, everything is caricatured up with a Victorian eye, including the sole black pirate, all played in a... Whoops, I hope that I could show what I just showed. I didn't bother looking because I know there is some stuff in here. Yeah, I can't show that really. Can I show this? Yes. Fascinating and engaging with love, death, sex, and politics all wildly at play. So this is Peter Pan by... I don't even want to try and pronounce his last name. You try and pronounce it. I got this from Amazon because I don't think it's available in other places. Let's take a look at some pops that I got, because I got some cool pops. First one I got, this one goes upstairs in the display case. I'm not keeping it down here. I want everyone to see it. Batgirl Diamond Edition from Hot Topic. She's all diamondy and silvery. And let me take it out of the box so you can see it a little bit better. Yeah, you can see it much better here now. She's all glittery. Cool. And the other pop I will take out of the box is what turned out to be a hard to find pop. I didn't know it. I just ordered it and got lucky. Hellboy in Suit. I just got an email from Entertainment Earth that said it was available. I ordered it, and it turns out people had a hell of a time finding it. I apologize to you if you're one of the ones that had a hell of a time finding it. I just got lucky. But he's got tentacles surrounding him, placing the crown on his head. And he's got the suit on. So it's a very heavy pop. This is a pretty cool item. Let me set this down. And it's going to be heck reorganizing all this stuff. Then the other two pops I got came as a set. I should show the front of both. Kyle Rayner, White Lantern. Now, you may wonder, why did you get two of the same pop? Well, first of all, it only came this way. And this one, magic words, glows in the dark. I love glow-in-the-dark pops and flocked pops, as many people may know. Let's see. Then Felipe Sarmiento, I believe he either sent this to me or recommended that I read it. I think he may have gifted this to me, or else he told me that I think he gifted this to me. This was nice of him. The Mighty. He considered it's a dark horse book, and he really loved it. Bombshells United by Marguerite Bennett, one of my favorite writers. So this continues the Bombshells line. Let's take a break here for a little Frosty Top. I have volume 1 already of Infamous Iron Man by Bendis. I heard good things about this, so this is perfect thin trade material for me to read. I was a little on the fence about ordering this, but enough people said they enjoyed it that I decided to get it. Snot Girl. It's really supposed to be good. I know that's an unappealing name, but it's from Brian Lee O'Malley, great writer, so I'm going to give it a shot. I read a good review on Kim and Kim, so I decided to get that. I loved season 1 and 2 of Kaiju Max, so I got season 3. This has some really cool art in it, and it's a very interesting story. I've done a review on this before. Kaiju Max is great. And we're winding down now. So, number 1 with a bullet. I read good things about this on an online review, and I got it. It's a little thicker book, but I think it qualifies for a summer read. Perfect books for a summer read. Deadpool Mercs for Money, 0, 1, and 2. These are thin and fun, and I'm ready for them. So I dig I think his name's Deadpool. I dig Deadpool. Batwoman. Who's this written by? Oh, Marguerite Bennett. Yeah. Batwoman. The best Batwoman is in Detective Comics currently, but I like Marguerite Bennett's Batwoman. Then, I got Deadpool 2, 3, and 4, World's Greatest. I already had volume 1, and I read some of it and loved it, so I decided that I needed to get these. And let's see, just a couple more. Hang in there. Thank you for hanging in there. I know this is a long video. Here's Gotham City Garage, so I can read some of the antics of some of these women. I want to know everything that's going on in Gotham City Garage and what it's about. Anything that's got a super tattooed Supergirl that can lift an engine block has got my attention. Jeff Lemire's Sherlock Frankenstein and the Legion of Evil. This is a spin-out from the world of Black Hammer, which I love. So that's great. I have to cover up the front cover of this. This was a Kickstarter from Jimmy Palmiotti from Paper Films, Killing Time in America. I'm sort of ambivalent about doing a review of this because while it's great, it's also Kickstarter and they're sold out. So I don't know if I would be doing people a service by reviewing it and then you can't get it. Then I also picked up a signed edition of Curves Volume 3, Art of Shane Glines. You know, I like my girly books, my naughty and nice books, my good girl art books. I don't know that I can show you anything in here. It's breakdowns and sketches and stuff. It's lots of sketches. Let's see. No, I can't show you that. I guess I can show you this. But it's a big sketchbook. And volumes 1 and 2 go for crazy money, so I was glad to be able to get this. And last but not least, oh no, my gosh, I just saw another stack of omnibuses. Good heavens, I bought a lot. The $30 Mistake from Amazon, Crimson. Huge book, $125 book that I got with a lot of other people for $30. And a huge stack of Omnibuy that I forgot about. So we'll go through these really quickly because I don't want to lose everybody. Legion of Superheroes Volume 2. This contains the Pharaoh Lad Saga. Let's see, where can I put these? I'm running out of room. Marvel Masterworks with the Mad Bomb in it. I was a fool and sold the omnibus with Mad Bomb in it, so I'm going to collect it in Masterworks form. Venom, the Venomnibus. If you guys want to see an overview of this, I think I may do an overview of this in Carnage. Good thick book. That's a good idea. I'm doing it. Oh, and how'd you get in here? Thanos, God Quarry. Great book. Already did a review of it. And some Rebirth books. Harley Quinn, I love, Volume 2. And Wonder Woman, I also love, Volume 2. Grab those. Batman Golden Age, Volume 5. I don't know how many more till the Silver Age, but I can't wait for the Silver Age. Golden Age is cool, but Silver Age is what I really can't wait for. And then the last 2 books of this crazy haul. It's going to last a half an hour. I appreciate those of you who've stuck with me the whole half an hour. Doctor Strange, Sorcerer Supreme, Volume 2. Love Doctor Strange. And something that just about everybody in the omnibus game got that likes Batman and Grant Morrison. Batman by Grant Morrison. It's going to be a 3-volume omnibus collection. And I don't know. I love Grant Morrison and I loved his Batman. So, that's my haul. Oh, thank you for sitting through all this. I appreciate it. So, I had fun, and let me know if you want to know about any particular book. If you want a review of a book or an overview of a book, please feel free to drop it in the comments. I love you guys. Thank you all. Please subscribe and hit the like button. Peace and love. Peace and love. Thanks.